If one woman keeps returning to your mind, stop for a moment, because thoughts like this don't come without a reason. If one woman keeps returning to your mind, these three things are happening to her. If one woman keeps returning to your mind, understand this first. It's not random, not loud, not dramatic, but quiet, persistent, undeniable. She appears when you're busy, when you're distracted, when you think you've moved on. You could be scrolling your phone, driving, working, or lying awake at night, and suddenly, there she is. Her face, her energy, a moment you shared, a feeling you still can't fully explain. And the strangest part, you didn't invite the thought. She simply arrived. When someone returns to your mind without effort, it's not weakness. It's not nostalgia alone. It's connection. A connection that's still alive whether either of you understands it or not. Because when someone enters your thoughts repeatedly, without trying, something is happening on the other side too. And if this woman keeps returning to your mind, three powerful things are happening to her right now. Let's go deeper. 1. She is thinking about you, but not the way you expect. This is the truth most people overlook. She is thinking about you, but not always consciously and not always comfortably. There are moments when her emotions shift without warning. Her chest feels heavy or warm. Her mood changes for no clear reason. She pauses mid-thought, sensing something she can't name. And in those moments you are part of the reason. She may not be sitting there reminiscing or planning anything. Instead, her body remembers before her mind does. You come to her in waves of emotion, in sudden memories, and an urge to check her phone even when she knows nothing is there. Sometimes she distracts herself. Sometimes she pushes the feeling away. But unresolved connections don't disappear. They wait. When do people form a bond that was never fully resolved? Thoughts don't move in one direction, they echo. Your energy touches hers. Her energy responds. That's why she returns to your mind unexpectedly, because you are returning to hers in the same silent way. 2. She is fighting an internal battle you may never see. If she keeps returning to your mind, it's often because she is struggling internally. Not always about you directly, but about what you represent. You may symbolize a depth she didn't know how to handle, truth she wasn't prepared to face, a love that arrived at the wrong time when someone meets a connection they aren't emotionally ready for. It creates tension inside them. On the surface, she may look fine, strong, busy, distant, but inside, she questions herself. She replays decisions. She wonders what if more than she admits. Some days she convinces herself she did the right thing. Other days, there's an ache she can't explain to anyone. And instead of reaching out, instead of speaking honestly, she holds it in. Unresolved emotions don't disappear, they circulate. And that circulation is what pulls her into your thoughts and you into hers, not because the situation isn't finished, but because the emotion is. 3. She is changing and you are part of that change. This is the deepest truth of all. If she keeps returning to your mind, it often means you changed something inside her. Even if the connection was brief, even if it ended quietly, even if words were never fully spoken, you shifted her perception. She now sees relationships differently. She questions patterns she once repeated. She desires depth instead of surface-level connection. And this change doesn't always feel good. Growth is uncomfortable. Awareness can be painful. Transformation often begins with confusion. She may never say it out loud. She may never connect the change directly to you. But knowing you were losing you forced her to look inward. And when someone grows because of you, even indirectly, their energy stays linked to yours longer than expected. That's why she returns to your mind not just as a memory but as a presence. Because you weren't just someone who passed through her life. You were a moment that mattered. Why this connection feels so different? You may wonder why she stands out when others fade. Why time hasn't erased her presence. It's because not all connections are meant to last, but some are meant to change us. Connection serves that purpose. It lingers until the lesson is fully understood. Sometimes that lesson is closure. Sometimes acceptance. Sometimes understanding. Sometimes simply letting the emotion soften with time. Until then, the mind returns not to reopen wounds, but to finish what was never fully processed. What this awareness is asking of you, this is not a message telling you to chase, or wait, or force anything. It's an invitation to reflect. Ask yourself, what did this connection awaken in me? What did it teach me about love? What part of me changed because of her? Because often, when someone keeps returning to your mind, it's not about bringing them back into your life. It's about integrating what they brought into your life. And once that happens, the thoughts soften. The pull weakens. And peace replaces confusion. Final thought: if one woman keeps returning to your mind, understand this: she is thinking of you. She is struggling internally. And she is changing in ways you may never witness. Not every connection is meant to last forever, but some are meant to leave a permanent imprint. And that alone means it mattered more than either of you realized at the time.